Hamilton. We're glad you're with us on this Friday morning, our final full day of Share-A-Thon.
Yeah, right.
And then tomorrow, we got some fun planned here at the studios for our final half day of Share-A-Thon, as well as a big praise party.
Yeah.
Wrapping up Share-A-Thon, something new we're going to try this year.
Yeah, the barbecue, come on out. It's at noon, right?
It is noon to 1 p.m.
Don't ask me. I don't.
I know you wouldn't. That's what I was looking for him.
But I'll agree and shake my head and go, yeah.
For some reason, Doug thinks we're having roadkill, too.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I was going to say it. Thank you for filling that in for me.
Smash burgers is what it is. It's not the same thing. Looking forward to sharing them with you. I actually have never heard of smash burgers before, and I guess it's a newer thing.
Oh,
and so I had some smash burger a couple of weeks ago, and I'm like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, it's smash burger because it has like a special sauce or something.
The sauce is part of it, yes.
But they smash the burger down.
But it is smashed down. It's kind of a fatter, a wider burger and a thinner patty.
That's not polite to call it fatter.
But
I'm
sorry,
Doug. You can do that on the air.
I know you're sensitive to that, and I apologize, Doug. Certainly wouldn't want to imply anything there.
Yeah, but if you've never experienced a smash burger, you need to come out. So my son-in-law introduced us to the smash burger.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, can I make something?" And all of a sudden, he's just like going to town on these burgers.
John?
Yeah.
And his name is David.
I know somebody keeps getting it wrong. Tim's been getting that name wrong.
Oh man,
whole life.
So
not me, Wayne.
I know.
Doug is good at projection.
Not the details. He's not the details guy.
No,
we already
I'm
know
not.
that.
No, he does have the
he's
projection
just a pretty
thing
face
down, though.
He's just a pretty face. Good thing we're streaming online so that you can see that pretty face this morning.
We are indeed streaming online. I'm glad you mentioned that, Wayne, because you can find us on all the socials, on Instagram, Facebook, or on YouTube. And if you like and follow, you'll get notified when we go live, which we do daily during Connect, but then also other times during Share-A-Thon. And we do that when we have special people in the studio. And I'm not talking about Doug.
No.
I was going to say, we at least have two special people here. So
800-245-3688. During this time, we not only have a good time, but we let you know what the needs of the station are and encourage you to give us a call, as others have done already. We heard from Joseph in Factoryville renewing his support of Christian radio. You can do it as well. 800-245-3688. We are now $113 away from the $95,000 mark. And if you are a math person, you know at $195,000, that will finally break us through that $100,000 mark. Once we get past that, you can help us do it with your phone call, 800-245-3688. I anticipate hearing from Phone Central very soon because we heard the phone ring.
Yeah.
We've got new phone answerers in there. Jill Christian ready to take your call. Kaylee Bowman has moved into Phone Central from the control room, so she'll take your call as well. And maybe we'll get Doug in there on the phones a little later on.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, if you enjoy talking to the people that are the radio personalities, now's the time to call.
It is indeed. 800-245-3688. That's 800-245-3688. Going to come back and we'll talk to Wayne Morgan a little bit about the National Network of Youth Ministers, what he does, and also how it impacts our area. Here's music from Sarah Rivera on your Good News Network.
Oh my, just $13.
$13 away from the phone.
Yeah, we are, and the phone is ringing.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's good. So that'll hopefully be gone by the next after the song's over.
So who are you getting texts from? Are you blowing up your phone?
Actually, TGD said, I'm also smashing the like and share button.
Yeah.
There you go.
Smash it.
That's what we're talking about.
Is that Terry's term, smash it? Or is that Dan's?
We smashed the button on Friday.
Smash the button.
Smash.
Oh, that's right. With the winner to close the door.
The buzzer door at 10:40, and Terry smashes the button,
Mhm.
or as she says it, matches.
Smash it.
Leaves out the S, and it's just mash. Yeah, she likes to mash the button. Yeah. There you go.
We can do mash burgers.
There you go. I mean, that could be fun.
I want to know, is Dave cooking? Like, Dave did a fantastic job with those smash burgers.
Oh,
I
really?
know. I keep telling him he should come because we're having smash burgers, and he
on the weekend.
He's what?
Is he around this weekend?
He is, yeah.
There's no reason for him not to know that.
Maybe him and John will come out Saturday, and then they'll be standing right next to him.
Well, that's the problem is that
They're the same people.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're the same people.
Yeah, well, they're both forwards, and I was like, it was just so much easier to just call them both John.
Yeah, yeah.
It was that or call them both David. I went with John because John was an easier.
Name to remember?
Yeah.
John, David. Yeah, there's only one
One
syllable
syllable.
versus two. I get it.
Yeah, it was so much
Oh
easier.
my goodness.
That was some of the best times.
Oh, yeah.
coaching those guys.
Coaching is so phenomenal because there's a receptiveness. I always say coaching versus pastoring. Coaching,
I
they
would much
listen
rather
to you.
coach.
Right.
I would much rather.
Oh, yeah.
Because then I can tell them to do sprints as well. I
Yeah.
can't
And then
do
the
that with
parents back you
congregation.
up. Yeah.
Right.
The parents back you up.
I
They're like,
tried it the other Sunday. I said, everybody's going to be doing suicides back and forth.
Nobody got up.
nobody
huh?
jumped up. Yeah. Yeah. No, I've said that a lot where like as a youth pastor, everything that you say as a youth pastor is suggestion. As soon as you say it as a coach, then it's mandatory.
Exactly.
Right.
So
Yeah.
you're like, hey, your left hand is weak, so you need to start dribbling. But and the parents are like, you're gonna dribble
You
at
do what
home
coach
in the
says.
driveway. You're like, oh man.
Well, see, back in the old days, it was better in church. And I'm trying to get us to get back to that, where we have a couple of deacons walking with a big, long stick. And just if somebody doesn't seem attentive.
The fear tactic.
Yeah.
I
give them a little
Whack
swat
on the.
I mean, a whistle may not be a bad way
Yeah.
to jump into the pulpit. So
Oh, man, yeah. I just randomly scream.
oh,
For some reason, the attendance at Doug and Wayne's churches keep going down. I don't know what that's for.
or it goes up because they're like,
And
what's
the
going to happen
value-
next?
Yeah.
All right, 30 seconds and we're back on the air. We're excited that you are with us and you get to see what happens behind the scenes
Sometimes messier than you think.
here during Share-A-Thon. It is. It's fun. We put the fun in fundraising
Absolutely.
here at WRGN.
Yeah, 100%.
Make it happen. So, yeah, right?
Right?
Your kingdom come, your will be done. Sarah Rivera here on WRGN. Share-A-Thon, 800-245-3688. The phones were ringing.
Yeah.
What do we hear?
$13 away from
Yeah.
the next plateau. So
And I think we'll see. Was that one? That one what got there? So we'll do this real quick. We'll just say thank you to Sharon from Northampton.
Mhm.
Thank you very much for your renewal. That is awesome. That gets us to the $13 mark. So $13 gets us to where we want to be as far as the next plateau, and that breaks the 50% mark.
It
which
certainly
is
does.
Really great.
Well, no, not quite.
It doesn't.
No.
we're getting there.
195,000. It breaks through the $100,000 mark. We actually have to go a little further than that
We're
to get
at
to the halfway mark.
48.7% according to the pie chart that was up there. So
Oh,
yeah.
we need
wishful thinking.
what
on my
we
part.
need is
Yeah.
you to call or go online and give right now to
That's
help
right.
us get
Yeah.
past that 50% mark. So
Be a year sponsor.
yeah,
That's what I say.
absolutely.
Sponsor the whole thing. Just step right out. And do
Halfway
it.
mark, Doug, just so you know, is 97.5.
Yeah, well, you quit saying it then. Quit saying it's the halfway mark.
I'm sorry, Doug. You're absolutely right.
Passing
Wow.
the ball right there.
Actually, I want to mention Sharon listens in Northampton, kind of outside of our listening area.
Yeah.
But she's been listening online for over 10 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that's the nice thing right now. Like if you don't have your Alexa on, you could say, Alexa, play WRGN. Or, hey, Google, play WRGN.
Are you pausing just to see if people's phones?
Oh, yeah. Mine went
turn
off.
on? Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He did it the other day. My wife calls and goes, yeah, Doug set off our Alexa again.
It's so much fun.
He actually told it to play a specific song, and it did. I think you said Casting Crowns or
Oh,
something
yeah,
like
probably.
that.
Yeah. Mhm.
And it started to play Casting Crowns. So
It's amazing where technology and getting the good news out can be easily accessible for people
Mhm.
now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
sharing the Facebook Live, the Connect, all those things that are on social media, those are things that can help share the good news because there's a lot of bad news out there. And so
Oh,
it's
boy.
really great to be able to share what God's doing. And even just a like on a social media platform helps bring what you like into your friends' social media feeds. And so it's called an algorithm. And the more you like it, and the more you engage with it,
That's exactly right.
the more it shows up in your friends' algorithm because you're engaging with it. And so
that's really good to know.
yeah. So if you like something, I will probably see it if I'm a friend of yours.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So like it and share it.
And that's why it is important. You hear them say, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe. That's why, because every time you do it, if you've liked WRGN's page, WRGN is more likely to show up in your friend's Facebook page.
Oh, wow.
Because they assume association
Yeah.
means that you'll have some of the same interests.
So if you're getting a lot of documentary stuff,
Yeah.
I apologize.
You're a nerd. Yeah.
Yeah.
So am I, though.
I watch all of
love
those
documentaries.
Yeah. There's one on Facebook that talks about what you didn't know about this country. So and I'm always liking those because I don't know about that country and I find out new stuff about it.
Ah, so
Yeah.
you do like those pages as well. Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm getting all those travel feeds. Here it was because I thought they wanted me to move on to something else. Hey, we heard from Tony in New Angola.
yeah.
An Insta gift. Thank you, Tony.
That does it.
He enjoys listening every day. He said sometimes they're real funny guys. Sometimes.
Thanks, Tony.
Yeah. Thank you so much. $250. And that does indeed put us through, Doug, the $100,000 mark. We are now under $100,000 left to raise. We got a day and a half to do it. 800-245-3688. I would love to see us get past the halfway mark within the next hour or so. So give us a call right now, 800-245-3688. We're going to tell you about some of the resources that we have available for you during this hour. Our phone answerers know them already, and so they will share them with you. But a beautiful book from Dr. David Jeremiah called Walking with Jesus. I would tell you what's in the book,
but it's
sealed.
Closed.
It's shrink wrap, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
And there's no writing on the back because it's one of those beautiful
It's
leatherette.
to keep it fresh. You don't want a stale one.
Yeah, it's one of those
that's good.
beautiful leatherette books that will look so nice on your coffee table and will mean even more
if you read it.
Exactly.
Yeah, take it out of the plastic and read it.
Dr. David Jeremiah, normally the person that you would be hearing during this hour. What else do we have?
There is a CD set that is What Are You Afraid Of for $150. And it actually comes with a book, which is a study guide. So maybe you want to listen and use it like a Bible study. What are you afraid of? Fear is a huge issue in our world today. So if you know somebody who's fearful or frightful, your gift of $150 a month will actually allow you to give this.
I need it now. I wasn't afraid before, but now I'm afraid of
$150 a month, you can have, or $150 you can have.
Yes, so. Not a month. Not a month. One-time gift.
One-time gift.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, I have Dr. David Jeremiah's Reset 10 Steps to Spiritual Renewal. This is a CD set. My guess is it's a bunch.
Yeah,
it's pretty
I
full.
think usually 5
10?
or 6 CDs.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, I went to 10. Just thought that sounded better, and that's for a gift of $200.
Undersell, over deliver, Doug.
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that how that works?
That is.
Okay. Well, there you have it.
And finally, a gift of $35. Making Good Return: Biblical Wisdom on Honoring Aging Parents. I'm going to give this to K-Rita to read.
Wait a second.
Now you have to explain that for people that don't know.
In case you don't know, Wayne Morgan is K-Rita Nelson's dad.
Yeah.
K-Rita, of course, has been our administrative assistant here for the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Though
done a great job.
We are losing K-Rita coming up next week. Next week,
Wait, we're losing her?
Yeah.
You won't be able to find
Don't know
her.
where she's going.
She's going to be boom gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I feel like if you know that, do something about it.
Yeah.
Don't lose her then.
K-Rita's husband, John David, is working
I like it.
out
Thank
of
you,
the area.
Or
and-
David John, whichever.
and has been.
David, if you're listening, I'm sorry.
And has been for a while. It was supposed to be a short-term job that turned into a longer-term job. And so K-Rita is moving to be able to be down with him for the entire week instead of just the weekends and in the midweek.
So do you guys have a place in what area will you be in? You know, as far as I know, you're in Lancaster County, but are you in a specific town in Lancaster County that you know of?
It's temporary right now.
Were you
Doug.
living on the street?
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, oh, really? Wow.
So,
Okay.
they will be.
They're not living on the street, by the way. I don't know if you can't
She
hear.
can't
Katie
hear
there,
her,
but
yeah.
She will be
No, she's
working at Sight and Sound.
Yeah,
actually. So,
she's going to be down at where Dina and I were for 20 years. Yeah.
because Dina and Doug both worked at Sight and Sound
Yeah.
for quite a while.
Dina was there
And,
the longest. Yeah, she
yeah.
was there for almost 17, 18 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you saw basically any of their programs from what year to what year?
94, 95 till 15 years ago.
Okay.
That's the easiest
That's
way
the
for me
math
to
that
do
Doug
it.
can
Yeah.
do. You probably saw Dina on stage playing one of the major characters. She was
Yeah.
extremely talented and wound up.
She's all right. I mean, I wouldn't extremely.
Doug,
Susan.
all of us married up. We know that already. Just hearing us right here on the radio, they're like they
right.
have very
They
very gracious
understand.
women
Don't
in their
know
life.
how
So
that happened. 800
Lord is gracious.
245 3688. Always go to the phone number when it
yeah,
gets awkward.
that's what it is. Yeah.
800 245 3688. Music from Rebecca St. James as you go to the phones. The battle is the Lord's.
Why so heavy on my soul?
So yeah, it's been it's very difficult because we've been encouraging Kay Rita and
Yeah.
to go and back and be with her husband, but it does mean that we lose her here.
Yeah.
And so, you know,
Yeah.
but
She could just work from the hotel room.
Well,
She's
yeah.
having got another full-time job. Yeah, that's
hello, this is
yeah, just like that stuff.
WRGN. Hello, this is like
There is a lot
So-
of
Yeah.
working line
Yeah.
opportunities out there.
there really are, yeah. But it's kind of hard to be the receptionist from away.
Yeah, you'll be
So
used to it.
I could maybe do some of the like social media design, but the being the in-person administrative assistant might be a little hard from 2.5 hours away.
Oh, yeah. No doubt about it. Yeah. I'm glad. I think that's really neat that you're going to be there. Good people.
Yep.
yeah, so we are excited about that, but we're also, looking now for the person to replace.
Yeah.
And I appreciate, I didn't say this on the air, but I appreciate the fact that Kay Rita knew that this was coming up like right before Share-A-Thon. And she told Sight and Sound, she said, I can't start until November 3rd because of what was happening here with Share-A-Thon.
Yeah.
And I did tell her, I said, if the job is contingent on you starting right away, I want you to be with your husband so much that we will muddle through without you. But fortunately, they were also gracious, and said, November 3rd was fine with them. So yeah.
Very
So
cool.
we're blessed.
Tell us a story.
We gotta have something.
Well, we're on Facebook Live right now.
I know, that's
So,
what-
yeah, telling the story would be. I think the biggest thing is a real story. Well, there was one time where.
He's literally going to tell us a story.
Where I did a Dunkin' run, and did you know you could actually go into AFib when you have too much caffeine? And so we did this Dunkin' run where we went from as many Dunkin' Donuts as possible on 99-cent iced coffee day. And apparently 3.5 gallons of iced coffee is too much for the human body to hold.
Did that happen to you?
No, that was a student. And then
Oh, my word.
and her parents let her come back to Campus Life. I was like, whoa. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
That's also us during Share-A-Thon, by the way.
3.5 gallons of coffee,
That's
baby.
exactly it.
You could tell by how fast we're talking. So,
Yeah. I do have to try to slow down a bit because it is, as we say, Share-A-Thon, which means it's like a marathon. And I do find myself, because of the excitement of it, talking way too fast on the air.
Yeah.
So during this off-air time, trying to slow down just a little bit.
Are you expecting me to not say that you're like this every day? Because you're like that every day.
He's not wrong.
Excitable.
How's it going, Kaylee?
It's going great.
All right.
It is.
All right, 30 seconds. We'll be back on the
All
air
right.
here.
What number are we till 50%?
Now you can see that on your. You mean the exact number?
Yeah.
97.5, I believe, is where we're at.
Yeah, we can see it, right? Right there.
That's music from Rebecca St. James and The Battle is the Lord's. Well, we have not had the opportunity to talk a little bit about the ministry that Wayne Morgan is doing with the National Network of Youth Ministers and how that impacts our community, because one of the things that we've talked about often here during Share-A-Thon is the working together with local and national ministries to resource our community with the things that are available to us as believers. We had Lisa Anderson from Focus on the Family on yesterday. We had John Fuller from Focus on the Family on Wednesday. And listening to them talk about the resources that are available that we can connect our listeners with.
Yeah.
The National Network of Youth Ministers is another one.
Yeah. The National Network of Youth Ministries, I joke around and I say we teach youth pastors how to get along. And people laugh and they go, well, that's true.
Yeah. We are pretty blessed in this area, though. We have
sure.
some youth pastors that get along so well.
Yeah, it's great to see them. And you've been doing this for a while, too, as
Yeah.
far as being a part of the youth networking. And I think that's something, kudos to you, buddy, because it's been great to see. When I first got into the area is when I started to really get to be a part of seeing what was happening with youth pastors coming together, which then led to, I think, that there's some pastor groups
the
that we're
pastors
starting
actually
to see.
said, why are you guys getting together? And
Yeah, and we're not.
Right? And
Yeah.
so that was really awesome to be a part of and watch that kind of be birthed.
Yeah.
Even though the pastors that were starting it were like 15 years younger than me, they were listened to by the lead pastors because I'm just a youth guy.
Yeah.
Right. Like there's always this like, well, you work with teenagers. You don't really understand.
Oh, my.
And we did. I mean, we have had an active network of youth pastors
for almost 20 years. Because-
probably longer than that.
Yeah.
Because I had some pictures pop up as we gathered as youth pastors to pray for our city up on the top of the mountain. And that was 16 or 17 years ago.
Yeah.
And that popped up from that. And I know we had been going a couple of years even before that.
Yeah, I came here on staff. My son, Youth for Christ has run networks, and Youth for Christ across the country. A lot of parachurch organizations run youth pastor networks because it allows, like when a fellow pastor invites you to come over, it can feel intimidating and it can feel a little bit awkward. But when you have a parachurch or a camp or a nonprofit, just bring, and that's what I really appreciate about WRGN is the shared space. Like you can set a table and invite multiple people in, and now we're equals instead of like, I feel like I should have invited you over. And now I don't.
Yeah.
So it's a great spot to invite people in and then let people know we're not competitors, we're collaborators.
Yeah.
And
together.
Yeah, I love that. I think that's so important, and I think that's sometimes what can get lost in church is that we're all on the same team.
Yeah,
working towards bringing people to the Lord, disciples. Making disciples is what we're called to do. We may not have everything agreed upon as far as some doctrinal differences, but those shouldn't be roadblocks of us working together to bring people to Jesus Christ.
And one of the things that we're seeing is this next generation is seeing collaboration is the next phase of evangelism. So they don't trust organizations, but when they see you working together in this community, they love to see momentum. They want to be a part of something greater.
We need that.
And so the more there is collaboration, especially in this area where everybody's kind of connected in multiple different ways, when they find out that there isn't like you're not in sync, people that are outside the faith are like, why don't you guys?
Yeah, why
get
are you
along
talking
with
to
them?
so?
You know, like,
right.
if you guys are all, you can do the same stuff, and like the outside world sees that we do the same stuff.
Yeah.
So it is imperative for us to live out John 13, 34, and 35. By this shall all men know you're my disciples. Not a suggestion,
another, right?
It's a command.
It was one of the things that, like, for a small church like ours, right around 20 people, you go, well, we can't do this, but I know that we can ask other friend churches to jump in. Not the same denomination.
Nope.
Brothers
But
and
Jesus
sisters in
followers.
Christ. Yeah, that's it.
Exactly.
And then we unite in doing this one thing together. And I love that. I love that is a part of what we do here in this area and here at WRGN.
Yeah.
800-245-3688. We are $763 away from the next plateau. But one of the things that we didn't get to do, and I want to make sure we do because I never want to miss a chance to celebrate. I learned that from my wife.
Yeah.
I am not great at celebrations.
It's a man thing.
I let my birthday go. My wife wanted to throw a big birthday party for me, and I'm like, no, I'm not interested in that. And I'm not great at celebrating things. My wife, on the other hand, any reason for a party, she will do it if she can
You
make some
breathed
food.
this morning.
And,
Good job.
Yeah,
Let's go.
look at you.
exactly. So we just passed the $95,000 mark.
Let's go.
It's cause celeb. Yeah, moving mountains here at WRGN as we cross through the $95,000 mark. Now $763 away from the $96,000 mark, getting ever closer to the 50-50 point.
Yeah, it's about
point.
$2,500, $2,300 away to the.
Oh, Wayne's doing the math. I
50%.
love
Oh,
it.
nice.
Even
I
though I'm a
like
youth
it,
ministry
Wayne.
guy, I can
Yeah,
still
good
math.
for you.
So
Yeah.
$2,300 away is just a couple day sponsors
Yeah.
away from hitting the 50% mark for the Share-A-Thon goal.
So give us a call, 800-245-3688.
Sounded like a crowd out there.
Yeah, it did.
I think it was just Dan.
Sorry, I got my Q microphone up here so much that it was overpowering everything. Thank you for figuring that out for us, Wayne, because I don't like to do that while I'm on the air.
I don't like to do that at all.
Ever.
But I have phones and calculators.
Yeah. Well, Terry, last night, she was doing all the math and figuring out where we were compared to last year and where we were compared to the year before. Compared to last year, we are right about 2% around where we were last year.
Okay, good.
The year before, we're doing quite a bit better.
Awesome.
Apparently, 2023, for whatever reason,
It was a great year.
was a bad year, Share-A-Thon wise.
But you know what's interesting is that bad year for Share-A-Thon.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was not. We were all of our numbers in 2023 compared to where we are this year were substantially lower. So I don't know. I don't know what.
But God provided.
Yeah,
That's the crazy
and
part.
that is
You
it.
gotta
That is
celebrate
exactly
that.
it. We ended the year in the black,
Yeah.
which was exactly what we need to do. And I don't know. I don't know what the reasoning behind that was or why that happened.
Yeah.
Last year was a great year, and we've been right around that this year as well, which is fantastic.
I know that God owns a cattle on 1,000 hills, so if He wants to sacrifice one for us, let's go.
My brother always says this to his congregation. He says, God owns the cattle on 1,000 hills, but unfortunately, He put those in your pocket.
So the online stream, the online stream heard that one.
Right. Well, as I look at that, and as we've been talking about that, even as a staff, I said, look, I don't worry about where we're at because God has been faithful for 42 years. We have not ever had a year that we have not been able to continue to do what we're doing, that we've not been able to meet payroll, that we've not been able to minister, we've not been able to do the concerts and all the things that we have been able to do. And so, I just, and that's the beauty of trusting God and looking at the past. And part of, as we're talking about celebrating our awesome God, it's why they built altars in the Old Testament. It's why when they crossed the river, He said, look, take a stone from the river and put it there. And when your kids say to you, what is that pile of stones?
Right.
You tell them that's when God worked. And I think that's probably what's the good thing about celebrations is
for sure.
that it does remind us that God is at work.
Yeah. And I think if you look at how many times God says in the Old Testament to remember, like we miss it because we're moving on to the next thing. And we're like, there's always a goal. There's always something that you can want that's a little bit beyond what God is asking you to do. And you've placed that pressure on yourself. And so my pastor and growing up always used to say, God is early, or God is seldom early, but He's never late.
Yeah. It's a good point. Do we have just a second?
15 seconds.
Okay, 15 seconds, but I want to touch on that.
Well, we can bring it on the air.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was for the online version.
Yeah.
Building 429 and unashamed. Well, I am not ashamed to put my hand out during WRGN Share-A-Thon
Well,
and say,
and it's not Tim putting his hand out for Tim. It's Tim putting his hand out for the Lord.
exactly.
Because it's God's. And you know, that's what it really comes down to. When we're doing everything for God's glory, then it is his. I was just thinking about it over the last few weeks. Tim's aware of the business that I've started, and I put pressure on myself a lot of the times
Yeah.
to get something done.
Yeah.
And the dedication that I had with this one was, Lord, this is yours. I'm doing this because I believe it's the right thing to do, that it's going to help people. And I want to do it because it's yours, that you put it on my heart. I love to do it. You've given me this gift. It's really got to be yours. So every time I'm putting myself in that pressure, I have to stop and go, stop it.
Yeah.
Why are you worried about tomorrow when the Lord, if this really is God's, then it's his, and give it to him. And you know what? If it doesn't go any further than it does today, then that's okay, because it was his and that was his plan. And I don't have to worry about that. And having that kind of faith here with WRGN, like you said, Tim, 40 years here, trusting God, knowing that he's going to provide, and he has provided, and he's provided because of the heart of the listeners, people that are out there that hear the good news going out. They understand that this is God's ministry. It's not about any of the people there. It's about all of what God is doing. We get to be blessed to be a part of it. And that's great, but we don't have to carry it. It's God.
Yeah. And getting to that point of trust, it's why Jesus said what he said in the book of Matthew, when he says, look at the birds of the air.
Yeah.
Look at the flowers in the fields. And right now, look at the beauty out there.
Yeah.
I think we're late, but we're in peak season right now.
It seems like at my house, it's all peak season's on the ground.
On the ground. Well, we were driving out this morning and just looking at the haze that was over the mountains. And oh man, it was just stunning. The sun on the leaves, and just that brilliance, the beautiful things that God has provided for us, and that God does care about.
Yeah.
Because think about it. God created us with the ability to see, and not just see. He could have just given us black and white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But he gave us color because
a plethora of colors.
with taste, we could eat just to sustain ourselves, but he gave us the desire and the love of the taste, the beauty to see and to hear beautiful music. And God is so good, and it is all about love. And as I know, it's hard at times to stop and think, wow, to trust God, but I'm supposed to be doing something. Yeah, you do something.
Yep.
But then trust God. Don't carry it, just like the worry CD that we have that we're giving away.
Right.
Don't worry about things.
Yeah.
Trust in your Father.
Psalm 37
Amen.
verse 25 says, I've been young and now I'm old, and yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging for bread.
Yeah.
And the idea that God sustains these ministries, and for you as a listener, like this is simply a way to express how God has provided for WRGN. And this is not begging for money. This is inviting you to be a part of the ministry.
Yeah.
And so you are, as a supporter of WRGN, you join in and you pay attention a little bit more to what God is doing, and you find out, hey, you're reaching prisons.
Yeah.
With the message of good news. And
Did you get to hear Carlton yesterday?
Yeah, that was so fun.
Oh my word. We had the prison chaplain from SCI Dallas in here.
He has such a passion for the guys too. And I think that's it's really great. And been doing it for so many years, started as a volunteer.
Yeah.
And then when they started paying him, it was like being a volunteer. It was like he said $1 an hour or something, but he's been there for so long, making a difference. And his heart is, we get to be a part part of that.
Yeah. Because churches can only do so much. But I was talking to a friend who was talking about the preachers back in the 17 and 1800s, and then even the preachers that would go out and just get these, like Jonathan Edwards, and their voice would carry, and it was miraculous. And I'm like, well, we do the same thing now, but we use radio signals and the internet.
Yeah.
And we're getting the good news of Jesus out to millions of people because you're expressing what God is doing doing, and you're able to do it because of supporters and people who are generously getting behind the ministry.
Absolutely. Well, if you want to get behind the ministry, you can give us a call right now, 800-245-3688, 800-245-3688. I want to let you know, we did hear from Vreeland's. We've had Rich Vreeland here on the Wake Up Right, talking to him about his Old Maid New tours. But Vreeland shut down the Harley Davidson motorcycle shop in
retired.
Williamsburg.
Yep.
They retired, from business. And as they were closing down, they made a $1,000 contribution to the station. And I just want to let you know that, first of all, because we have our Ride for Radio, and I know a lot of our guys know about Rich and the work that he does down there, but also to say a huge thank you, because in the midst of their closing down, they said, we want to support and continue to support the ministry of WRGN.
That's an example of two men that started a business that, that could easily have been a secular business completely, but said, no, we're going to be ministers of the gospel in what we do, and do it to the honor of God. And the travels they've done, always using the resources that they had. Oh, my word.
It's a great example of wherever you are, share the love of Christ, be a minister. Minister means to serve. You're just serving people with the gifts and talents that you've been given.
And live in a testimony. I think that's it. And I think that's the one thing Rich has really done well. It's just live in the testimony of Christ in his life.
Well, if you are living your testimony and you want to help out the ministry of WRGN, you can give us a call right now, 800-245-3688. 800-245-3688. We'll have a report from Phone Central in just a minute. Right now, Kane and Friend in Jesus. All right. Very good.
Yeah, it's 4 day sponsors away.
4 day sponsors.
Under 4 days sponsors away. So if you're watching online, 4 day sponsors. If you want to just go ahead and $50 a month, right? $50 a month?
Day sponsor, $60. No.
Isn't it?
No, a day sponsor is $50 a month. $600 over the year.
$600 over the year.
You'd think on the third day of Share-A-Thon,
now your brain cells are starting to get fried at this point in time. Don't judge Doug for his
No,
math.
I do have it in front of me, though. I should have looked at it.
That's what I looked at. So I was just making sure that I was reading it correctly, since I'm getting old. And I've been young and I've been old. And I've never
seen the righteous forsaken or
but I can barely see my print in front of me nowadays.
Oh, my goodness, already?
Yeah. Well, I got a few more miles on my body than the average person. So.
Do you wear contacts?
I do. Yeah. Yeah, you can get the readers in the contacts.
Probably Dan has them.
Need to bump that up.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know. I didn't start till I was about 50.
Okay.
That's when I started needing them.
Yeah.
40s when it hit me. I had great vision until I got into my 40s, and then all of a sudden my vision just went down, and I had to get glasses. Never had glasses before. Now I need to go get a new pair.
Yeah. He keeps talking about it. He just doesn't do it.
I know what the price tag's going to be.
Oh, yeah. But I've been young and old, but I've never seen the righteous forsaken.
Yeah, right. So, you know,
because I can't see through my glasses. Doesn't mean they weren't. Just means I couldn't see it. I messaged Rich Vreeland because they're away right now.
Okay.
And but I just appreciate so much.
To do
not during Share-A-Thon, no, just as he was doing the Old Maid New tour.
Yeah,
but I just so appreciate the fact that even in their business, and I think that's so crucial. What you were saying is that we all, no matter where we are or what we're doing, can minister to people.
Yeah,
I think of Woody Labar, local garage here. I will never forget seeing him kneeling down, changing a woman's tire, and witnessing to her at the same time.
Yeah. Well, he had such a heart.
Yeah.
And there's guys now that are in construction that are helping people out on a regular basis. You don't have, like, when we think about ministers, a lot of times we elevate them, and then sometimes pastors elevate themselves a little bit.
That happens, unfortunately.
And it's like, no, you're Minister.
Yeah.
What it says in the Bible.
Right.
Yeah.
Minister
Yeah.
means to serve.
Yeah.
So it's not, you're not in a space of like, hey, come look at me. Jesus actually taught against that.
Yeah.
Like, don't prefer the preferred seats.
Yep.
You know? And so
Agreed.
being able to serve people where they are
Yeah.
is what our calling is, being known for our love.
Exactly.
So lots
Exactly.
of giftings out there that can be used for his glory.
Yeah.
And insert the gospel while you're doing it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. That's marvelous. All right. We got 10 seconds.
All right.
We'll continue on. See if we hear something from Phone Central. I don't know.
I don't know if I've heard of phone.
The phone rang while we were. That's Cain and Friend in Jesus. Two sisters and a brother in that group.
I like that. I like the sound. I like their harmonies, but I like their music.
Mhm.
It just got some really good. There goes the phone.
I like the phone ringing. So
I
we
heard
are-
that too. That was
we are
good. I'd like to hear
$2,300.
that in stereo.
Yeah, we're $2,300 away from the 50% mark. That's 4-day sponsorships.
Okay.
And that'll get us to the place where we are at 50% halfway there for Share-A-Thon.
Yeah.
Well, if you've been thinking about being a day sponsor, we've got a great CD set from Dr. David Jeremiah. This one's from, it's called Reset 10 Steps to Spiritual Renewal. I'm going to see how many CDs are in here, Doug, because let's see.
It was a
That's-
lot.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
2, 4. Wow.
Yeah,
6,
that's it. I think that it was
8, 10. There are 10 CDs
I was
in here.
Wow.
I was right.
Man,
Write this
That's
one down.
like a-
Five, let's go.
That's like once in a
Celebrate time here,
lifetime.
Doug.
Oh.
Yeah.
Celebrate.
Gift
Beautiful.
of $200 or more, we'll send this out to you, and it's a great resource
Yeah.
for you. Maybe it's time for a reset, and
Yeah.
you need some spiritual renewal. That one will go out to you.
I think we all do. I think that's the thing we've got to remember that
Constantly.
always
Mhm.
it doesn't end. You don't get to a certain age where all of a sudden you've hit it.
Yeah.
You know, and I've heard that before where people say, well, this is how old I am and I'll never change. If you're a believer, don't ever
Yeah.
say that.
Yeah.
Well, with the Jewish culture, they had the Day of Atonement every single year, Yom Kippur, where
Mhm.
you will remind yourself of the sins that you've been forgiven of. And so there was this day where and there was 10 days preceding that,
Yeah.
where you would pay attention to how awesome God was. You would pay attention to how big God is.
Yeah.
Mm.
And then you would remember that your sins were atoned for. So like,
And if you were forgetting, you could have your spouse remind you.
oh, absolutely. Well, that's the New Testament version.
Yeah.
So
Well, we kind of had our own version of Yom Kippur here at WRGN as we were running up to Share-A-Thon, and we were recognizing our awesome God in our pre-Share-A-Thon countdown on our Facebook page.
Yeah.
In fact, we're going to take all of those and compile them and put them on our website as well, because we don't want you to have to scroll back to read all of them. But each staff member brought what they were in awe of God for and posted it on our Facebook page. So you're going to be able to check that out on our website at WRGN.com. Not there yet, but hopefully will be shortly.
Yeah.
That's just one of the many jobs that still need to be done. But we are, you know, as this Share-A-Thon time is so busy, we want to let you know about our awesome God.
Yeah. If you're looking and wondering what I was doing there, Tim, I was talking to the camera. Our online people, I was giving them a thumbs up. They were typing some things. I was reading. While you were talking, I read.
Okay, so what are they saying?
Well, it was just saying, yeah, it's okay. We forgive you, Doug.
Oh,
So I was saying, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, there's not many people that will do that for me.
well, and
That will forgive you.
Yeah.
Jesus is
Oh, it's
forgiving
a daily
you, and that's
process
all
for
right.
me,
So
Doug.
That's what you walk in, the forgiveness of Christ. One of the things that I think is awesome is being in the area for over 20 years now, just having WRGN as a constant part of our family's lives.
Mhm.
And so the investment that you've made into our kids while they were growing up through the Adventures in Odyssey and the kids programs on Saturday morning,
Uh-huh.
Joshua was going to be like, wait, what? The kids programs aren't on Saturday morning?
Oh, that's
But-
going to be a bad morning in
well,
the Wayne household.
But
Oh,
it's not going to be the worst, but it's just one of those spaces where it's the investment of WRGN,
Yeah.
the Good News Library, and then now my daughter being on staff here.
Yeah.
It's just like amazing to watch how WRGN has been a part of the discipleship process for our family.
Mm.
And so it's awesome to see the ripple effect of radio.
Yeah.
You don't think I'm just listening to a radio station, but I was just watching this morning a review of Taylor Swift's lyrics. And I'm going, I did not have to worry about that at all because we were focused on Christ-centered, Christ-centric entertainment, which came from the WRGN library and through Christian radio and places that we decided that we were going to raise our kids in.
Yeah.
And so I think it's awesome to have that type of a resource right in our backyard where we can celebrate what God has been doing.
Well, we're running out of time with you, Wayne, but you just touched on something that I want to, I'm going to give the phone number because I was going to go to music, but I want to touch on this because I think it's very important for us as parents. You talked about the Taylor Swift album.
Yeah.
And we're going to come and do that right now on the air because I think it's so crucial for us to be aware of the media that our kids are consuming. Yeah. 800-245-3688 is the number to call. And if you appreciate the wonderful media that you get here, both the music, the messages, the kids programs, all the things that we provide here at WRGN, we ask you to come alongside of us right now in that.
Yeah.
Now, I posted something on my Facebook page, and you may have read it as well, from Shane Pruitt. He did an excellent review of the new Taylor Swift album.
Yeah.
And not to pick on her album at all.
No, it's our culture.
Yeah.
It's what's selling.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're right.
I looked at the Super Bowl artist this year, Bad Bunny, and I'm like, I've never heard of this guy.
Yep.
I started to look him up. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Yeah.
This is what our kids, unfortunately, are feeding themselves on if we allow it.
I wish this hadn't gotten to a place where this is so okay now.
Right.
Yeah.
That it's we make these people the pinnacle of what we see success as.
Well, and they don't start that way. And that's the thing you need to realize. Every single one of these artists usually start with something pretty simple,
innocuous. Taylor Swift did at 14 or 15 with her music, and it was just all kind of bubblegum pop. It ain't that anymore.
No, and so it just continues to what will sell and where people have, like, show me your friends and I'll show you your future. So like that's just the culture that they're in. So that's why it's so important. You were asking about one of the ripple effects of what National Network of Youth Ministries does. We've been involved with the 10 by 10 project, which is talking about how to increase discipleship for the next generation.
Right.
Because what's happening is we have kids that are leaving the church after being raised in our church culture. And so it's like, how do we engage with this more? And part of it is knowing what they're in and having conversations about it and then being intentional with them, helping them be able to decide, is this healthy for you? And a lot of the times we just close our ears. We don't want to have the argument about Taylor Swift, but the reality is if we're not training up a child in the way they would go, when they're old, they will depart from it. So we want to engage with them with relationship. We want to ask where they are, and we want to help them see from a biblical worldview how they can actually look at some of their entertainment.
One of the things you said that I think is really, really important is that you have a discussion with them and you ask the question, do you think this is good for you? And I think sometimes we're so quick to block before we talk through it. You know what I mean? And then the kid, we've built their curiosity up rather than say, listen, here's what's in this music. Let's talk about that. What do you think that's good about that? That's going to edify you and make you the person that you believe God would want you to be. Yeah. And kids are smart. They're going to sit there and listen and go, nothing.
And, letting them be able to make some decisions. And Rita and Taylor were getting into the place where it was like, hey, where do you want to finish your schooling? We had them do some investigation. Do you want to go to public school, private school, Christian school? Like, what would you prefer? And they did some investigation on their own. And I think it would be really important to go, hey, your YouTube stream, like, tell me, like, let's do a little bit of investigation, because the culture that we grow up in, if we're not careful, we can start thinking that is the truth instead of being grounded on God's truth. Yeah. And so, guys like Shane and some of the other pastors who are posting these things and getting hate mail for it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, and that's why I said it's really more than just a specific artist. It's not about Taylor Swift.
No. It's about a culture.
It's about the content in the culture and how we react and respond to it. And that's what we super, super, super important to be aware of and train our kids, not just to say, don't listen to this artist. Right. But why it's important. And
with the new
that's-
lyrics, it's going to get awkward even for you. So,
Yeah.
so there are some lyrics that you go, "Whoa, I can't believe that is
That I even
actually
have to talk about that.
Right.
But if you don't engage with it, somebody else will. There's a YouTube artist that is talking about it. There's somebody talking about these things with
Right.
your students.
Mhm.
You need to start having the conversations as young as you possibly can.
Exactly right. Well, we appreciate you, Wayne. Appreciate you coming in and being a part of Share-A-Thon and really giving us somewhat of a wake-up call as far as our kids are concerned, because we have to pay attention to the media that they're consuming.
Well, and I'm very thankful for WRGN for not being a place where I have to be concerned about that. So thank you for the ministry that you guys have had for decades and how much that's blessed our family.
And it is a blessing to our community, and you can be a part of it at 800-245-3688, 800-245-3688. Dan Gray going to be joining us.
Oh, let's go.
He, another guy that has grown up on WRGN and is now an associate pastor at a church.
Yeah.
And I just so appreciate what God has brought about through many of our listeners and being able to watch them grow up in Christ. That is awesome to me. 800-245-3688 as we celebrate our awesome God here at WRGN.
$2,300 away from the halfway point. Help us out.
Thank you so much, Wayne. Appreciate it.
Yep.
Appreciate it. And thank you guys for listening, being with us here on Facebook Live. You heard Wayne talking about the algorithm and how important that is. Like, subscribe, and follow. Instagram is follow, Facebook is like, and YouTube is subscribe. And so if you click on that button, it really does make a difference, not just for us, but for the people on your news feed that will be able to see what you like and then follow it as well. So thank you guys so much for being with us here on Share-A-Thon. If you've not given yet, it is a great time to do it right now. 800-245-3688. How close are we, Wayne?
It just changed a little bit, but we're about $2,200
away from that 50%
the 50% mark.
Yeah. So help us get there. Thanks so much, Wayne.
Hey, thanks for inviting.